everything. Everything. And I'm going to show you why I had to do that. And why I'm about to rip NVIDIA, Bungie, Windows, and Bethesda a whole new asshole this morning. And I don't care about my monetization at this point. This has been the last fucking straw. Okay? And this does, in my mind, it falls to NVIDIA, right? More so than the other two. But here's what happened. I'm minding my own business yesterday, playing Doom Dark Ages. I decide I want to fix all the little graphics bugs, like the eyes that are flashing black and white and not, they look like googly eyes and shit, by updating to the newest NVIDIA patch. Oh boy, was that ever a fucking mistake. Do not upgrade to the NVIDIA's latest driver patch. Do not do it. Because then when you go back to play Destiny 2 or any other game, it pops off with this stupid memory leak issue or something and crashes your game anywhere from 2 seconds to 30 minutes into playing it. So fuck you, NVIDIA. Thank you for ruining my fucking day. I just spent the last 3 hours recovering my fucking computer and taking my fiance to work. Guess which one I actually enjoyed doing? It wasn't recovering my PC. So, you can politely go fuck yourself, and Bethesda, you can fix your broken ass game with their shit fucking graphics and learn to code. Yep. And by the way, I'm not the only one. But if you want to know for reference what happens when you do update your NVIDIA driver through the nice little I'll show you what it is too. This is like peak fucking degeneracy on their part. Okay. Oh yeah, huh. I also have to set up my monitor to do that. Display settings. I don't want to duplicate displays. I want to extend them. Keep the changes. Okay. Now, while I'm right here, I need to edit that title. let's see. I think this one was actually linked to my Google. Yep, sure was. Okay. Now that we've done the old post and share, we've gotten everything squared away. Yeah, I know. I'm having to fix everything. So, thanks for letting me know, honey. So, yeah, fun morning of having to set everything back up again, courtesy of, Bethesda and Doom. Made my morning. Oh my word. Yeah, so now I have to set my mouse back up. I have to set my gamepad back up. I have to set OBS back up. I have to set all this stuff back up because of this stupid game. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. When you go to boot up Doom the Dark Ages, if you do not have the latest NVIDIA patch in your system, it will ask you to update to the latest NVIDIA patch. The problem there is that the latest NVIDIA patch, if you're running anything that's not a 5060 GTX card of some kind, i.e. their newest product line, they put the screws to you. Oh, yes. And if you think you're safe, you're not. In fact, they go out of their way to screw you over, because about the time you get done doing all the updates, you then have to roll back your driver before you can play anything else, because any other game is going to cause a memory bleed out issue, basically. And about 30 minutes into actually playing said game, guess what happens to your stuff? Yep. So they made it a point to screw over anyone who wants to play a game that's not their game. Effectively is what happened, and they used NVIDIA to do it, is the way that it looks. So, if you had any illusions towards playing Doom the Dark Ages and then turning around and playing something like, I don't know, Destiny 2, yeah, well, I hate to burst your bubble, but well, alright, you need to be my space bar. You can be... Actually, those can stay the way that they are. You are going to be... number 1. You are going to be number pad 2. There we go. There. And that should... Except for one thing. There's one thing that's not working. Yeah, no. So I know this is probably going to cause a flame war between Bungie and Bethesda. I don't care. Do not care. You guys cost me 3 hours this morning that I could have been streaming. So, you know. Or, you know, making a better quality breakfast than just eggs and friggin' corned beef hash. So, I have literally 0. I don't want macros. I need to get into my Tartarus. Okay. Well, that's fun. Are you gonna let me play the game at least, or am I screwed there too? I guess we're gonna find out. I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all. Yeah, no, I don't have any of my... I hate you right now. So much. Of course. Oh, let's see. You know what? Yeah. All that. All that just so I could play the game. Yep. Oh, but wait. There's more. Okay, this is after I reset it. I'm going to say, it'd be an awesome game if it didn't cause so many problems.
They lied to us. And now we have a leash.
The Makers felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer
Should be guided.
And you agreed.
He's not one
of us. They want assurances, and so did I.
He's on the drop zone. Deploying weapon cord now.
Hmm. Okay. Major artifacting without that patch, by the way. Okay, so now we get to do the ultimate test. And yes, I'll be coming back to this game. Don't you worry about that, none. Don't you worry your pretty little heads. Okay. Now we get to find out what the real issue is. Was it Nvidia? Or is it Bungie? Okay. Now, none of these settings should cause an issue with anything, right? I mean, seriously. At all. Now, let's see here. Let's just pick a place. So yesterday, well, after hitting the update from NVIDIA, I kept getting a broccoli error, which is a driver issue. Okay? Now, I thought it was because Bungie may have updated their game. We're about to find out. I'm going to play a good maybe 20 minutes of this. And then I'll bounce off and play a different game if it pops again. It shouldn't, given that I had to roll back the fucking driver by about, 4 months. Yeah, no, Destiny 2 is playing just fine. For now. Let's go do something a little bit more intensive, assuming there's actually people there. Here, have one of these. I don't care about uncharged melees. That's just annoying. So far, so good. I don't see any signs of severe artifacting. I don't see any crashing. I don't see any memory issues. So it's looking more and more like it was an NVIDIA issue. Absolutely. And from what I read on the forums, it seems to be the case because a lot of AMD guys aren't having this problem. So let me get this straight. You forced on us a graphics card, effectively, and the software for it. That wasn't even really a marked improvement on what we already had. Not really. Not specifically. That we didn't even really need. And then you released the driver software for it that was so broken that it breaks even the most basic rudimentary of games, like Destiny 2, that it really had no business breaking in the first place. Am I about covering that right? Because that's what it certainly looks like from here. And to Bungie, you knew they were coming out with this driver, and you didn't bother to account for the fact that it could have, memory leak issues. Like, all driver updates run the risk of friggin' having these days, apparently, despite the fact that they don't need to happen at all. Okay. So yeah, that was a tier 1. That's fine. It still proved my point. It's all that I needed it to do. Okay? So this is more gameplay than I've been able to play in Destiny 2 for the since I tried to update for the driver update for Doom: The Dark Ages. Okay? Now, as in keeping with my word, I'm going to bounce on these guys just so they get the idea that, I'm not sticking around. I just thought that was a real player for a second there. Okay. If you're experiencing any instability at launch or while playing, please refer to our troubleshooting guide. Now, here we go. We're going to have a little fun at Bethesda's expense. Doesn't matter. Bunch of language stuff that no one cares about. Okay, now we get into the juicy bits. My computer does not have a problem handling this game, by the way. At all. And yes, I can upgrade to the 32 gigs if I chose to. And also add a second hard drive into mine too. Now, supposedly. Okay. This is for the RTX 50 series users. Here's the thing. The 40 series actually barely supports this. In fact, we have no need to use it because we just don't. It is probably this setting right here that is causing the broccoli issue. And to those who don't know what I'm referring to about the broccoli issue, I will show you. You're gonna make me manually type this pucker in at every turn because I had to reset shit. Okay. Here it is, right here. Crashing with Broccoli. Okay, this is from yesterday. And by the way, this guy has the graphics card that update was meant for. And I had to do exactly this just to get Destiny 2 to work again after updating NVIDIA's graphics stuff. And I'm not the only one who went through this. So, which one is it? Is it Bungie or NVIDIA? Or Windows? Whose asshole do I have to ream over this? Oh, no. See, these are not gameplay videos. This is me reaming people out because I had to reset this morning. Everything. My streaming setup, OBS, Streamlabs, my games, everything had to be re-downloaded and reset from right down to the settings. My mouse's light wasn't even the right color because I had to reset it all. So, Bethesda releases another Doom game. Fine, I like the Doom games. I think they're pretty cool. I don't have a problem with the gameplay of this game, but refuses to fix the graphics issues in it without demanding that you update to the newest 5090 software, when in fact I am not running a 5090, I'm running a 4060. Just fine. In fact, there is nothing wrong with a single thing in my setup. It's all properly up to date, except for one thing. The NVIDIA driver. Because if you update the NVIDIA driver, guess what happens? You can't play anything else. You can't do shit. Because for whatever reason, and even people who have the graphics card that this update is designed for, we run into this right here. And by the way, it's not just Destiny 2. It caused it in a series of other games too. I couldn't even play Pal World. And it wasn't just Crucible matches, bungo. But yeah, no, it's literally like just a bad reaction to the new driver update. And by the way, if you don't get the driver update, this is what you get to deal with in Doom: The Dark Ages. As promised. That is, if it's gonna, you know... And actually, I haven't had an issue with it in OBS. OBS and Doom Dark Ages seem to be going together like chocolate and peanut butter right now. But... my issue is with the fact that we should not be having these issues. And while I would love to sit here and point fingers at just Bungie because, you know, I'm a Destiny 2 gamer and that is kind of the norm, I don't think it's Bungie this time. I think it's, personally, judging by what I've seen, it looks like a bad reaction between Destiny 2 and NVIDIA's latest set of drivers, which in my mind screams that NVIDIA effed something up pretty hard at some point. I don't know what. I'd love to find out, but I probably never will. Okay, where's that button? Ah, there's that button. Oh yeah, no, this is totally unplayable. Yeah, completely. This is what happens when you don't upgrade the graphics driver. So they're basically forcing you to choose between being able to play Doom: The Dark Ages or Destiny 2. Isn't that just fucking nice of them? Gee, maybe I didn't want to have to make that fucking choice, NVIDIA. Maybe you should pull your thumb out of your ass and make a driver that actually fucking works with everything, like you're supposed to. But oh no, if you have any fucking criticism of them, it's your fucking problem, not theirs. Never mind the fact that they're the ones who program the shit. Yeah. I'll bully you till I'm blue in the fucking face. And you can come after me with whatever lawsuit you want. It's not going to shut me up until you fix it. You want me to shut up? Fix the problem that you made. I never had a problem with anything Destiny 2 related. At all. Until you decided to push the newest update. So, what's it gonna be? going to force me to play this buggy-ass game the way that it is? Or do we actually get a proper fix that makes your newest update compatible with the rest of the game library? I'll wait. But I ain't going to wait forever. And the next time I upgrade my memory, my video graphics, it might not be with your product. Because you're not the only dog in that particular race. And just as a sort of note, I've been kind of a loyal NVIDIA customer for friggin' years. The only reason my last laptop had an AMD in it is because it was the only one in that IBM was selling at that time, and it was just a basic office computer that we're using as a kind of living room media center right now. Not for gaming, but just for like movies and stuff. Gaming is something that I do privately on my own dime and on my own time. My fiance too. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this is what happens when you try to play it in any sort of compatibility with any other game. Yep. Mm-hmm. Gee, thanks. Oh, let's see here. No, see, that's not going to cause issues with artifacting. We'll bounce that up. And we'll put everything on high. Yep, still getting the artifacting. I even tried to manipulate the settings on my end. Well, I don't think I'm going to compromise the rest of my gaming library because Nvidia has their thumb up their ass and refuses to actually fix the issue on their end. I'm not going to criticize Bethesda too much because, well, let's face it, a lot of their games end up buggy anyway, number one. But number two, there's also the fact that, you know, it's a new game. Things happen, right? Bungie, I don't know how much of this is actually their fault. I'm pretty sure this is a bad reaction between Nvidia and Windows, not Bungie's game and Nvidia. And I know that sounds kind of asinine to say. Where's your proof? Blah, 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 blah. My proof is in the fact that I've had to deal with this shit all fucking morning. Okay? My frustration is the fact that they couldn't be bothered to actually test, you know, one of the... Okay, now how do I get out of here? It's almost like they don't even test their products anymore. They just put them out there and expect you to consume. And I'm kind of getting sick of that kind of behavior. If you want me to consume your stuff, it has to be worth consuming. That being said, Bethesda, where the f is the entry? Oh. I mean, it's a fun game, sure, if you can get it to work. Got my health back. There's a green door back here, too. You know what? Yeah, we're here. You ain't stopping shit. Where's my giant robot? Here we go. Yep, the freeze. This is the freeze right here. Right here. Yep. Nope. It's not going to pull out of it either. So yeah, this is a matter of a combination of NVIDIA and Bethesda fucking up. I am not downloading their update. I just wanted to show everyone what happens when you try to play it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Well, actually, you probably didn't, because it's mostly me whining like a little girl. But, yeah, no, the game and the drivers are what's junk. It is literally the drivers, the NVIDIA drivers. For whatever reason, they've taken it upon themselves to effectively become a joke. A literal joke. At this point in time. Will they fix it? I don't know. Will they fix it? Will they become, the right people for the job? We'll never know. We will literally never know the answer to that. Will Doom: The Dark Ages ever get fixed? Probably, actually. Bethesda does try to fix their stuff. But as it would seem, as of right now, they have no intention on doing anything today. I'm also going to point out that today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the work week. They probably are aware of this issue. I just figured lighting a fire under someone's backside over it would be a good idea. Mostly because I like the Doom games. I like Destiny 2. I want to see both of these games succeed. They're not going to succeed if they're constantly fighting over driver prioritization. And just to make sure that we don't run into the same issue with a rolled back driver, I'm going to pull up Destiny 2 one more time. Just to kind of prove the point. And to Bungie, your careless ass comment in your forums about, oh, well, just play it in Windows. Your game should be able to play in full screen no matter what other game I have loaded up. If not, it is a driver issue. It is a compatibility issue with your game. Either you can fix it or they can fix it. I don't care who. One of y'all needs to fix it. So, the question becomes, are you actually going to step up to the plate and address the memory leak issue that is in conflict with the new driver software for Destiny 2? That apparently happened. I don't know if it's actually a legitimate leak or if it's just triggering off as a false alarm, which it could be. But your friggin' error system seems to be picking up on the fact that on the newest software for NVIDIA, mostly their drivers, that there is some sort of memory issue there. And it does need to be addressed. Just brushing it off as roll back your drivers or whatever is not an acceptable answer. You need to address it on your end and stop blaming the users for doing software updates like their computers recommend and in some cases require them to do. If your software is not compatible with their system, you need to address that. That is your job when you took up being a live service game model. If you wanted to go back to the good old days when you were in Halo 1, 2, and 3, and there was no live service bullshit, then fine, do that. But with the live service moniker comes maintenance. And this one, by the way, is not just dedicated to live service. This is for any game, really. This is you guys not wanting to go to work. You can sit there and try to write off, oh, you're just a couple of random dudes. It shouldn't matter. It does matter. It matters because I had to deal with this all morning. All of my games are uninstalled because I had to reset my Windows operating system to a previous restore point because you have an issue with NVIDIA, apparently. I don't know where. I don't care where. And I don't care who does it, but one of the two of you needs to address your fucking shit. Because gamers, especially PC gamers who have a similar setup to mine, are not going to tolerate it. You're going to lose gamers off of Destiny 2, and if it keeps freezing up Doom the Dark Ages, you're probably going to lose people on that too, which is a shame, because it actually plays like a really fun game. And actually, before we even touch Destiny 2, there is one more Doom product I did want to test. Now, which one of these is the campaign? I think it is this one. Okay. We are going to test one more Doom title, just to kind of prove the point that it is Doom the Dark Ages, not Doom in general. Okay? I don't think it's Bethesda. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the NVIDIA drivers themselves. Well, number one, because Doom Eternal can run on a friggin' toaster. Don't ask me how they pulled that off, but they did. It plays on the original Switch. Yeah. You could probably play it on your cell phone. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a really, really good thing. In fact, I'm so certain that Doom Eternal is going to run so well. Of course they did. Holy crap. I didn't realize I had a lot of, well, yeah. This is what I'm going to do. I'm so certain that this game is going to run so smoothly. I'm not going to play the hardcore difficulties. And we're going to take this and put it... Let's see...
All the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them. Only you.
I'm going to put it up to a difficulty that is absolutely going to kick my ass 30 times over, and I guarantee you it'll work flawlessly. Absolutely flawless. Okay. I mean, look at this. C is for chainsaw. Yep. Runs just fine. So it's not the it's got to be the drivers. It has to be. An incompatibility issue with some sort of memory system connected to the rendering on Destiny 2. It's the only thing I can think of. I know sticky bombs. Now, if I knew anything about coding for Destiny 2 or NVIDIA drivers, I'd write up a coding patch for it. Because I don't think it's a hardware issue. I highly doubt it's a hardware issue. If it was an issue with my hardware, there's no way I'd be able to play even this. Okay? I know that for a fact. And why am I being a cocky little bastard about it? Because you literally sat here and watched me diagnose everything else. I love this scene. Sure about that? Trophy.
Consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
So yeah, I've played about as much time as I have in Doom Eternal that caused a crash in Doom the Dark Ages. Guess what's not crashing? You care to take a little guess there? Yeah. A little salty about that this morning, so pardon me for rubbing my nuts in your face over the subject, but if I'm salty, I'm going to make you salty too. Because I had to forcibly reset my operating system this morning because NVIDIA decided to decided to buttfuck itself with, you know, compatibility issues with the rest of the games in my fucking library because they wanted Doom the Dark Ages to run just fine without double checking the memory compatibility with the other games and maybe giving it its own separate setting. I wonder. Kinda gotta wonder if that's really the case. But again, you know, I'm just a gamer. I don't know the first thing about any of this shit, apparently. It's almost like their debugging team was out to lunch. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed your vegan Subway salad bowl, because, you know, instead of making a upgrade to the drivers that actually functioned, it kind of cost us more headache than we deserved. Thanks. Nope. I think that's gonna wrap. I got other stuff I gotta do. I got a lawn to mow. Don't care. It's Doom Eternal. I'll come back and play it on my own time anyway. Yep. Anyway, that's a wrap. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe button and go give NVIDIA, Bungie, and Windows go give them hell, but don't harass. Don't do anything violent. Show them where they messed up, and please ask them to fix it. That's all you can do. That's all I want you to do. That's all I want anyone to do. But